after it's already published here. You're a pro, man. Okay, so we're talking about Bitcoin, guys, and I want you guys to just kind of understand the fact that being that we're seeing this correction here, obviously we're heading back towards the 50-day moving average, and right now I'm really watching to see whether or not it's going to cross the $12,500 mark. We're at $12,788. We're seeing a little bit of an ascending pattern forming. However, it could certainly start heading downwards, guys. And I want you guys to be cautious of a coin like this, because if you pull up the XRP chart, which we will pull up right now, you can see that it's been on a steady incline and it's completely following Bitcoin in the inverse pattern right now. So what does that mean for Ripple? Well, it certainly could mean that Ripple can start seeing a lot of Bitcoin's cash and money coming into its market cap, which would certainly increase the price of Ripple. And we can see that we're finding some support here around 12,454 Satoshis. And then we're also seeing some resistance levels around 15,068 Satoshis. And what that tells me about Ripple is what we're seeing right now is Ripple really starting to gain its place in the total market cap here. If we pull up coinmarketcap.com, we'll go ahead and pull that up for you. You can see where Ripple is pretty much standing right now at around $84 billion of a total market cap, exceeding Ethereum by almost $10 billion, which is interesting to see. We got a super chat donation here from Jokerism. He said, invested in Tron, smart now, before 2018 VXG hodl. It's like he tried to get in as much as he could in that one topic. But yes, so what we're seeing right now with CoinMarketCap is exciting, guys. I just got a message from one of my mods. He said, shrink your cam. Okay. I feel like this whole thing has been a test run. We're just testing this out. Let me shrink my cam. They said to shrink it. And I trust what they say. Let's go ahead and shrink it. Is that better, guys? Hopefully that's a little bit better. We no longer need a music box now that we have Naeem's stream. That's funny. Hopefully that looks a little bit better for you guys. Awesome. Yes, I know this is pretty much a whole new setup, guys. We're still trying to get used to it here. We're still trying to make sure that the setup looks as professional as possible, of course. So everybody's saying much better now. Yeah, now smaller. We don't see your pimples. Interesting. Okay, guys. So yes, guys, what I'm really watching for right now is I'm really watching Ripple and Bitcoin, because Ripple doesn't just go to the #2 spot out of nowhere. I mean, that definitely means there's something happening here within the market. It definitely means that it means that demand for Ripple is obviously increasing. Once again, the price is always based upon supply and demand. So when you look at Ripple's price pattern here, you can see there's a clear channel forming here. There's clear resistance. There's clear support levels. It definitely should be a coin on your list. If you guys know me, I really like to buy coins that have clear support levels so that you actually have an idea of where the coin may either break out from or end up falling down from. So that's what I think about Ripple right now. You know, I'd like to get your guys' thoughts here. If you guys want to ask some questions, we'll take some YouTube requests or some questions from you guys. Let's go ahead and see. Somebody said you're upside down. Oh my gosh. Hopefully not. I don't know how to fix that. But let's see if you guys have any questions. Somebody said, what's up with Litecoin? Litecoin follows Bitcoin's price pretty closely. So if we pull up the Litecoin chart here, we can probably see here with BTC that it is decreasing in value here, just like BTC is. Somebody said, do you think it will be added to Coinbase? Good question, Amelia. Good to have you on the live stream. I certainly can see Ripple being added to Coinbase. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I think Coinbase would be missing out on a lot of business if it weren't added to Coinbase. You know, Coinbase is a business just like all of these other exchanges and all of these other companies. So they want to capitalize on as much as they can as well. So I can certainly see Ripple going to Coinbase and making its mark there, along with Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So it's definitely plausible. Good question, Amelia. If you guys want to look at Ripple here, check out this pattern here. This is a pretty interesting pattern. You can see that we do have this negative trend here. There's a beautiful negative channel forming. It's very clear to see. And what I like about a channel like this is you can see some clear points here that you can follow. and you can easily swing trade, day trade a coin like this, because if you look at this pattern here, if you just watch where it starts heading towards this descending support level, you can always trade this and make some positive gains if you are a day trader. So that is an opportunity for you guys. Anytime you see a clear channel like this, that's always an opportunity. Volume has been kind of low for Litecoin. I think as Bitcoin starts to correct itself and consolidate, I think we'll also see Ripple starting to, Litecoin seeing the same sort of price movement. So let's go ahead and take some questions here. Hugo Fit said, worth it to buy Verge. Let's pull up Verge, guys. A lot of people are asking about Verge. Definitely want to address that coin here. Wow, we did see this run up here. I actually recently put a position on Verge. I did post that for you guys on our Discord. So if you guys actually look at Verge here, you can see that we are ascending here in pattern. And then we're seeing some resistance levels here around 1,672 Satoshis. Is Verge going to be a good buy right now? Well, I actually called the buy a couple days ago because what I saw here was a clear support level form around 805 Satoshis. And here's something that you guys can take as a food for thought, a little nugget here. This might help you out. When you see it hit support levels like this, it's something that you can actually have confidence in buying a coin where it's near its support level, because if it gets near its support level, then it gives you a little bit more reassurance that that coin is going to start seeing some positive gains over the next couple of moves that it makes. So that's kind of like what you see going on here with Verge. It's testing its support levels, but now you see it ascending. Support levels have also ascended alongside that, finding support around 1,000 Satoshis. And now we're seeing a little bit of a consolidation after that previous run up. It looks like the support was found around 1436. What I call a buy right now, it's kind of hard to determine where price movement is going at this point. Maybe if we pull up the EMA, we can look at something a little bit more specific here. So we'll go ahead and, if you guys don't know what EMA stands for, it's the exponential moving average, or moving average exponential, depending on how your chart system has it. Well, look at that. We're still above the EMA. So, I mean, once again, if you guys don't know how EMA works, if you're bouncing on top of this EMA, that's a good indicator that you can definitely see yourself we're still receiving some gains from that coin because it's still pointing upward. So if we pull up RSI here, let's go ahead and see how RSI looks. If you guys don't know what RSI stands for, that's the Relative Strength Index, and that's pretty much an indicator of whether or not a coin is overbought or oversold. So if it's over 70, it's overbought. Our RSI is still around 65, so we still have some room to go. And then EMA is also pointing upwards. So I still don't see anything wrong with getting a position in Verge. I think as we follow this pattern, we can start seeing a little bit more of a mature graph form in which we can analyze it in a little bit more depth. So good question, brother. Thanks for mentioning that. What we're going to do tonight, guys, we're going to be doing a Patreon-only Night Owl because I did promise the Patreons that we are going to be doing that. We're also going to be taking some requests here on our Discord. If you guys are not on our Discord, the link is in the description below. You guys can get in here, and we'll go ahead and take some requests from the live stream tab. Let's go ahead and see what people are saying. Let's make sure this is open for everyone to actually access. Let me go ahead and do that in just a second. All right, everything looks good to go, guys. Let's post your requests here on Discord. Let me look at some past requests. We'll take a YouTube one while we're waiting. TRX, James Greenway said TRX. Let's pull up TRX here. Good request, brother. TRX BTC. And let's see what's going on with Tron. Beautiful. All right. So I like graphs like this. Once again, we're seeing some support levels. We're seeing several different patterns form. Looks like it tested a cup and shoulders pattern. I did get a text message here. Give me 1 second here. Rotate the camera 90 degrees. Excuse me. What are you talking about? I have no idea what that means. I kind of have like my conscience here texting me. Hey, so while we're taking a quick little break here. Oh, okay. Brendan said I was joking. Okay. Just making sure. Don't joke with me, guys. I'm not that perceptive to jokes. I take things seriously. I believe you guys. I have nothing to doubt. So I'm just messing with you guys. So it did test a cup and shoulder pattern here. If you guys know what a cup and shoulder is, I will go ahead and draw that out. Actually, this is a clear cup and handle. It hasn't even tested. It actually is a cup and handle because look, this didn't break down past the cup base. So let me kind of show you how this cup and handle forms out. If you guys don't know what a cup and handle is, you go to our page, our Discord. It's a free resource open for all of our viewers, and you go up here to cup and handle. You guys can actually see what that means. Let's go ahead and change this overlay to black here. So here's the cup and handle, just to remind you guys. It initially starts with this run up. You see this positive price movement, and then you see it form a cup base where you see this ascending pattern that forms kind of the circular inversion, and then you see this breakout coming once it's consolidating about halfway through. Shout out to Tyler Sparks. Thank you for using the super chat and donating, brother. I appreciate that. No request as well. So this is how a cup and handle looks. Let's go ahead and look at exactly how this graph matches that. You look here, there's a cup base forming. There's a clear level of depth right over here. You can see this previous run up coming from this left hand side. You see the handle of the cup form right over here, and then breakout is currently approaching at this moment. So this is really where breakout occurred on this cup and handle. So interesting pattern here that could indicate positive price movements, and pretty much what a cup and handle indicates is you're seeing these support levels starting to increase. So if you even draw this line right here, we can go ahead and clear our drawing tools, and what I'll show you guys here is you also can see the support level on this positive flow here. So that's exactly what's going on. Somebody said use the dark view in trading view. Okay, guys, man, I do apologize for those of you that are new watching this. You know, we're just trying to get things kind of sorted out here. So give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and change this to dark view. I think that would be a little bit better for some of you guys. Let's go ahead and all right, let me pull this up here. All right, first I need to figure out how to do this. I haven't really used this different colors much. Okay, he says, where do you go on Discord to see the tools? It's on under resources. Oh, there you go. Okay, what's going on here? The settings button on the chart. Thank you so much. I'm trying to figure this out, guys. Give me 1 second. This is a new computer, so things are a little bit different. Let me exit full screen here, pull this up on my side of the computer. All right. Bam, there you go. All right, we got our trading view set up here. I'm going to change the color. We'll do black. All right, there you go. Let me change the full on setting here. All right, do you like that better, guys? What do you think? A lot better? Sorry about that. What up, Chris Fist? Good to have you. Somebody said, Chris Ali said, is XRP forming a pennant? I don't see a pennant forming. If you look at how a pennant looks, it's a little bit different. When you see a pennant forming, what you want to look for is this getting a little bit more and more narrow. So when you look at this chart right here, in my opinion, it hasn't matured enough to see whether or not this is going to form a pennant. So for me, it looks like it's still forming and maturing itself. It did just come out of a cup and handle. So, you know, I definitely want to continue to watch how the price movements here are going to continue to work out. So I think with Ripple, it's still in a good position. I mean, RSI is really low, but prices are really high. Not only that, if you look at the EMA line, we're bouncing on top of the EMA right now. RSI is extremely low, 53. Volume is not as high as it was previously. So I mean, I definitely could see Ripple going up. I am making some more positions into Ripple, being the fact that it did hit number 2 on CoinMarketCap, and it's not like Bitcoin Cash or something. You know, that right there really signifies that something serious is happening with a coin like this, because that doesn't just happen, guys. I mean, in order to get that type of level of recognition within CoinMarketCap, as you can see here, I mean, this is just insane. The fact that it's $84 billion right now, passing Ripple, which is still at $69 billion. I mean, at one point this was over $100 billion. So obviously you can see prices are moving up. So let me go ahead and take some super chat requests here. I know we got a ton of super chats. Thank you so much, guys. Shout out to Liamus D. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much, Nick. You're the man. Great content. Can we have a decent touch on SALT? Little chart assessment and future possibility? Absolutely, brother. Let's pull up SALT. I think I had a position in SALT. I don't know if I still have my position. I think I do. I like SALT. If you guys don't know what SALT is, it's actually a program that's used for people that are cash broke but Bitcoin rich. So pretty much what that means is you have a lot of Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin or whatever you're invested in, but you don't have cash to spend, and you don't want to withdraw or liquidate your Bitcoin, because then you have to end up paying taxes. So somebody said change your trading view. I think the stream looks good now. Hopefully this works out a lot better. So let's take a look at SALT here, see what we're finding. Looks like we are forming some support levels here. Looks like the support levels are forming around 9,300, or actually, yeah, 93,645 Satoshis. I need to get that enlarged a little bit here so I can see it. Okay, there. What I like about this graph, guys, we drew out the support level yesterday, and you can see that we kept following it, and that's something that I like to see with a coin if I'm going to make a purchase in it, because I know where prices are going to head, and if it heads to that level, that is an indication that I might have to, you know, start taking losses or just selling at a profit depending on when I bought in. But if it doesn't start heading, you know, under the support line, then you definitely can see yourself making a lot of profit from that, as long as it's still heading towards its previous resistance, because this is almost like open air for this channel to form, so it can really just go up and down around this level. But you can see we also saw previous resistance around 10,900 Satoshis. So what I would say with a coin like SALT is to watch this first channel, see if it can follow this channel. If it starts to head upwards, you can take profits. If you do buy now, it's a good point to buy. Right now with the EMA, it's not really showing signs of an upward trend. It's kind of just going up and down right now. That's not a bad thing, being that it's riding the support level right now. But when something rides the support level, it definitely has the opportunity to eventually start breaking out upwards. So hopefully that can assist you in some way. Let's see, who do we got on right now? Tharwat Al-Nasari. Naeem, are you Iraqi? Yeah, actually my parents are from Iraq. So you're pretty accurate on that. Good one, brother. Who are you calling Satoshi? Andrew ESND. Funny comment there, brother. Let me tell you something though. If you guys want to know what a Satoshi is, we actually had our first content creator today post this video on our channel. And I'm very excited to announce the fact that we're finally in the mode of taking submissions for videos. If you guys haven't watched this video, we posted this today. But this talks about Satoshi value, and we have a new content creator. What did you guys think of him, by the way? You guys, did you guys enjoy that? Did that help out a little bit? We got some really good feedback from this video. But if you want to know what Satoshis are, just watch this video. We just posted it today. Highly recommend checking that out. But it's pretty much the decimals of Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin broken down. It's like the cents of the dollar, but the cents of Bitcoin, if that makes any sense. So let's go ahead and look at these questions here. Somebody said it was a good vid, man. I liked it. Awesome, Pax. Adrian said great work. Wade Miller said he was good. Andrew said the video was awesome. Lewis said very professional. Yes, we try to keep it as professional as possible. Once again, I mean, we're in a market that must be professional. The producer needs a better mic though, bro. Yeah, I agree. The audio is a little bit low. We'll definitely increase that. But yeah, that's what I would say with Salt, guys. Just watch this channel form. There's no other indication of any price movements, in my opinion. When we look at the overall graph, I mean, it looks pretty stable. The fact that it's been keeping up with its prices, it continues to rise and hasn't seen any crazy parabolic run-ups. It's seen some pretty gradual growth like we've seen with Monero. You see this cup and handle that we predicted the other day broke out of that, and now we're finding support where we found previous resistance. So I would just kind of watch this channel form. I think it's a good buy point too if you wanted to get a position in Salt, being that it's low. It's under its ATH all-time high, and then it's also riding the support level, which gives you a clear indication of where prices can go, so you can actually get in and out of your position as needed. So let's actually take some super chat requests here, guys. Thank you, Damo Tharan. Appreciate the super chat. And then Brendan Leadbeater. What's up, Brendan? New setup looks amazing. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. We'll go ahead and look at some Discord requests now. So let's pull up the Discord. We are going to be doing a Patreon-only Night Owl tonight. So that's going to be under the Patreon 2 chat. I know a lot of you guys have asked me how to get in that. Just open up your Discord, and on the left-hand side, click Patreon Exclusive, and then Patreon Voice 1. If you're not a Patreon, just go to General Info, Contribute Patreon, and you guys can actually get all of that info there. But we're over 10,000 members now on our Discord, heading towards 20,000. So that's going to be exciting to see. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys that are there, contributing and engaging within the community. It definitely helps out. So somebody said ETH Lend. I know I got a lot of requests about ETH Lend. Justin Rogers. Let's pull up the coin market cap for ETH Lend first and foremost, see how that's looking. And then we'll kind of look at more of price movements here. So it looks like what we've got flowing here, we do have some clear support levels. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull this up on a technical. We'll do Lend BTC. All right. And let's see what's going on here with ETH Lend. Pretty cool. I mean, I'm glad that it did find support here, you know. So you can definitely see a clear pattern here. You see some resistance around 1,520 Satoshis. I would draw the resistance line right around here. And you can also see there are some previous resistance lines that head from this top end. So you can even draw it like that a little bit. But I would really just focus in on that resistance level. If it continues to flow within this pattern and RSI is low and it stays above the EMA like it is right now and starts to bounce on top of the EMA, this could certainly see its price going up. I don't think it's taken too far of a run up. I think it still has some potential to go up, being that it found some clear support here. Do I see a pattern here? Not a cup and handle. There's not enough depth for me. It looks like more of a channel that is forming outside of this previous run up. Now we're seeing obvious consolidation from there. So that's what I would say for Lend BTC, is just watch this pattern. If you're going to buy at the breakout, you can buy at the top. And I would place that over around 1,700 Satoshis, so that you can also ensure that it passes this breakout point as well, which was a previous resistance line. So that's what I would say with Lend. Let's go ahead and Ronnie Josh, what is Patreon and how does it work? Well, we've actually updated our Patreon, guys. We updated it. We actually changed up a lot of it. We wanted to make sure that a lot of you guys can get the exact specified preferences that you guys want. So if you guys go to the link in the description, you guys can actually look at what we've updated in terms of for you guys to actually go ahead and pick out what you guys want. And I'll kind of show you a little bit of how that looks here, because it is something that a lot of you guys have asked me about. But pretty much what we're doing now with our Patreons, we've added some additional levels here. So if you guys see, this is our Patreon page. But if you go click Become a Patron, you can see all of the rewards. I think we have a couple left. We just added some newer ones. So we have VIP requests. Now we have several different VIPs. So we have the top 5 picks of the month if you guys want to do the top 5 newsletter, which we're actually getting a designer right now designing it. And then I'm also going to be putting in my picks there. We also have this trade alerts. If you guys just want to get alerts of all of my trades, we're currently setting up instant notifications. So it's your opportunity to know exactly when I make a trade or investment, and you get an instant email alert notifying you. Then we have private access here, which gives you private access to our special live streams. Then VIP access, you get full recordings of everything, portfolio reviews. VIP coin request. This is actually for you to actually guarantee a request in all of our live streams. You guys have an option of getting one request in all of our live streams. And then we have the ICO review or coin review. I know a lot of you guys have asked me about ICO reviews, so we're going to be doing ICO reviews as well, and this will be a custom video posted on the Snipers Tube channel of that specific ICO. And we'll do our in-depth analysis on that, and that's kind of like where I take my time. And then we have Dynasty Access. I'm going to allow one person to actually receive one-on-one mentorship with me. It's only going to be open for a limited amount of time here, and that's going to be one-on-one video calls with me at least once a month, but it's probably going to be a lot more than that. And you also receive a special role on Discord that's above and beyond everybody else, being that you are going to be contributing quite a bit, and you're going to be part of our dynasty. So that is in the description below. And then if you are a Patreon at any level, you are going to be welcome and open to come to our Night Owl tonight. It is going to be under Patreon Voice 1 on our Discord. So if you start your Patreon now, you'll automatically get assigned a role through the system. So hopefully that helped you out. Now let's go ahead and look at some other coins. Somebody said look at LTC Litecoin. Let's pull up Litecoin really quick to see whether or not you should be selling positions. We did get a couple of super chats here. I do want to address those. Thank you so much, Chris Gonzalez. And thank you, Alvaro Marcos. Nice middle name, man. So he says, thoughts on CAN. Will it pull off a Z Classic? Well, let's go ahead and pull up CAN on CoinMarketCap, and then we'll do LTC in just a second. If we pull up CAN here, we can actually see here. Cannabis coin. Okay, ranked 259. Okay, I wouldn't mess with the coin under $100 million market cap. Not necessarily because it's anything sketchy to me. I mean, you can invest in whatever you want to invest in, but a lot of price manipulation can occur under $100 million, guys. So yeah, that is ridiculous. I mean, this is a crazy run up. You know, I doubt this would even pull up on my my trading view. So what I would say is to just be cautious with a coin like this. Sometimes this could just be a pump. I mean, this is a 235% gain. It could certainly be a pump easily. So that's what I would say for that. And then we did get another request. How do you feel about the Chris Gonzalez? If Ripple is listed on Coinbase, where do you estimate the price rising to? I think we can see Ripple heading towards $10 if we start seeing a lot more of this mass adoption occur, and if we see Bitcoin continuing to drop in price. Bitcoin is at a critical state, guys. I mean, we went up to 20,000. We saw resistance here. We'll actually pull it up here. So we went up to 20,000. We saw resistance, and now we're seeing this consolidation. Now, the issue with what we're seeing right now is this consolidation is continuing to consolidate. We're not seeing the prices run back up. We've never seen a Bitcoin correction this low, but we've also never seen a run up this high. So being that we see this high run up, we also see this high correction. This could certainly be healthy, and it is healthy at this point. However, if we start going beyond $12,500, which is where the moving average was for the 50-day, then we can certainly see prices heading back towards around $6,000 in my opinion. 6,000 is really where I think we found some good support. I think that's going to be the bottom for Bitcoin if it does drop down, but it can certainly start heading up, which is definitely a possibility as well. And that's why I'd say we definitely should watch this over the next couple of days heading into 2018 to see whether or not is this going to break support and continue to drop down, or is this going to find itself some ground, start heading back up in the price, and then crossing the $20,000 resistance level that we've always seen. So hopefully that's helped out a little bit. How do you feel about the conspiracy that banks want XRP to gain control of BTC ETH, eventually dropping XRP price and raising BTC ETH? I haven't read much on that, Cody Beamish. I don't want to comment on something that I'm not educated upon. So, you know, I only want to talk about things that I know about, and I really haven't heard much about that conspiracy. I've heard here and there, but I haven't done my full-on research where I go into depth. But I think, you know, there's going to be a lot of theories. There's going to be a lot of conspiracy for a lot of these coins. The best thing you can do is just kind of trust the sources that are actually within the community, influencing the community and working on the project itself, because if you're looking and listening to other people, then you never really have a solid ground on what you're listening to or the information that you're getting. So shout out to Justin White for being a new Patreon. Thank you so much, brother. Good to have you in our crew. Now we're going to be taking some Discord requests here. Let's pull up our request tab. Let's see what we've got going on here. What are your thoughts on Electroneum? Let's go ahead and pull up Electroneum, see what's been going on with ETN. It's been quite a while since we've seen the coin market cap for Electroneum together. Heading down a little bit, so we went up from around 10 cents, 12 cents, down to around 7 cents. I still think that's quite stout for Electroneum at its early stage of where it's at right now. We haven't seen too many legitimate use cases with Electroneum. However, what's interesting is the ICO is around 1 cent. So for those of you that got in on the ICO, which was a very popular ICO, which a lot of you guys have had, you're seeing already over a 700% gain on your investment. So with that, I think that that's pretty strong. We never went back to 1 cent, which is good, because that can certainly indicate that we see some positive price movements over the next couple of days. I think we should give it a little bit more than a couple of days. So I think Electroneum might need a couple of weeks, just because it needs to mature. But I know 2018, the CEO has a lot of plans for that. He has a lot of different partnerships in the pipeline. So I think that could certainly help Electroneum start gaining some momentum over the next couple of days. Shout out to Andrew DeRocco. Thank you for becoming a new Patreon, brother. So let's go ahead and pull up our request once again. If you guys are not on our Discord, the link is in the description below. You guys can actually go in here. It's a free resource. We have all of these different areas here that you guys can chat amongst yourselves. And there was some funny stuff going on in the Ethereum chat today. So that's going to be interesting. Let's go ahead and take your requests, guys. Derek Scott said, what about XVG's crazy pump and Wraith coming out shortly? I think with Wraith coming out, you know, they did promise that it was going to be out before the end of December. So, you know, I'm still waiting for that to be delivered. But I think if we pull up XVG, we can certainly see where prices are headed right now. There was this breakout. We're finding a little bit of support here, but we're over the EMA, which could be a solid play for XVG. We kind of went over this before, but what I would say is just to continue watching it. I did call the buy right over here once it broke this level here. I actually made a purchase right around 954 Satoshis, and I alerted everybody on our Discord that I was, and now we see this breakout. So I'm very satisfied with that trade. Let's go ahead and look at our Discord here. We'll take more requests here on our Discord. Cody Beamish, super chat donation. Shout out to Cody. Thank you so much, brother. Do you have any thoughts on XP, number 51 on CoinMarketCap? Let's check it out. Experience points. It's hovering around where Electroneum's level is at. Wow. Huge growth there. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull that up. I don't think it's going to pop up here. I just have a feeling. Yeah, that's not going to pull up. What I would say, dude, honestly, I would need to do more analysis on something like this because I haven't been able to see the coin just yet. You know, and I don't know where prices could head if I don't see a technical chart. But obviously we see this huge parabolic run up, and that typically, in my opinion, is a sign of either price manipulation, but at $480 million, it could just be, you know, a hype or a pump. That's what I would say with a coin like this. So it seems like somebody pumped it. Let's go ahead and look at Discord, guys. Take our requests here and see what we've got going on. Looks like somebody says, what are your thoughts on mining? Well, I personally, I don't like the ROI on mining. For me, it's a lot more profitable to trade or even just invest long term than to mine. So, you know, unless you have a legitimate rig set up and you have everything set up, you have the space for it, you have the time and the diligence to maintain it and take care of it, or you hire people to do that, then I think that's the best way to mine. Not necessarily just getting your GPU out and starting to mine Electroneum or something. I mean, you can, but I mean, you're not going to see anything substantial, at least from my perspective. I mean, I'm looking for bigger ROIs, not necessarily just something that consistent. I mean, I don't mind investing in companies that mine, though, because I think it's obviously necessary for all of these systems to stay up and running and continuously improve themselves. So that's what I would say about mining. All right, Brendan said ADA. Let's pull up ADA, guys. Let's go check out ADA Cardano. What is going on with ADA here? All right, so we're definitely bouncing over this line here. Also looks to be pretty much overlaying what's happening here. So you can see that there is a negative pattern here. And what I mean by that is, if you pull this up here, I'll show you what the negative pattern looks like. So when you see a coin like this go over, what, 80 RSI, obviously that tells you that the coin is overbought right now. However, what's different about this chart is we have support levels. So even when you see a run up like this, you know where support levels are at, but it hasn't built any new support levels, because this can't be considered support levels. It's more of considered a resistance, being the fact that we never crossed over 5,558 Satoshi. So what I would say is to continue to watch this chart to see, is it going to go past this triangle here? If it doesn't go past this triangle and it starts to curve back, it almost curves like this. And if it curves like this, it starts to head down. And if you look at the EMA isn't fully pointed up yet. So that could certainly indicate it's just now starting to reverse. So, you know, Cardano was a coin that, you know, was a great opportunity to buy a couple days ago. Right now, I would watch to see, is it going to break out right here from this top of the triangle? And if it does, we can certainly see some new all-time highs forming up for Cardano. So hopefully that helps out, Brendan. Let's go ahead and look at our Discord chat here for our requests and see what people were talking about. Let's go ahead and see here. Somebody said red coin. Is XRP still a good buy? I'm going to be making some more XRP positions personally, just because I like the coin as a value investor. And with XRP, I mean, we always find support levels and it maintains its prices. You know, it's not like every other coin where you see just extreme volatility. In my opinion, it also doesn't really correlate with Bitcoin. We made a video on that. I mean, it pretty much is the inverse of where Bitcoin goes. So as XRP continues to rally up and more media attention occurs, then we're definitely going to see prices starting to increase as more demand is increasing. So hopefully that would help. Mike Simon said, I would love to get on your Discord, but it's making me enter my phone number. I'm not going to give that out, LOL. Well, that's why we actually have that. We only want people that are willing to at least give up a phone number, because we don't want any sort of negative, or we don't want any sort of it's more of a safety hazard for us. I mean, it's one of the most integrous built communities that I've ever found, you know, personally. And the reason it's like that is because everybody has to be verified. So that's a security measure and ensures that quality is good. But we have over 10,000 members, so if one or two people aren't willing to put their phone number in, then I mean, I'm fine with them not even joining the community yet. I mean, we have tons of new people every single day. So shout out to all the newest Discord members. We definitely appreciate all of you guys contributing to ensure the community stays at a high standard. So let's go ahead and look at these requests, guys, and see what people are talking about. People, let's see. Kamari, thank you, brother. I'm glad to have you. What do you think about BitConnect? I have money in BitConnect. I just don't promote it. I don't send out referral links. I've had money in BitConnect since like October, so I've just been gaining, you know, interest from that. Do I think it will sustain itself? Well, if they start increasing or decreasing their interest rates, maybe. They've obviously created a huge following, and they have a valuable coin now. I mean, they're worth over $1 billion, so they definitely have the money to pay out, but we'll see how long they last. I mean, it's really more of an unknown. I mean, a market like this, guys, you have to understand that there are a lot of unknowns. Not everything is set out. Somebody said the rocket is too damn big. Let me put the rocket down. This is more of a test stream, guys. We're just testing out all of these new features that we have. I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit smaller here, so that should be a lot easier to watch. Shout out to Michael Frank. Thank you for becoming a new Patreon brother, or editing yours. And then shout out to TL Smith. Thank you so much, brother. Good to have you on the Patreon ball game. Let's go ahead and see what we've got here. Okay. I have my admin messaging me all of the things that we could fix on the stream. This is more of a test run, guys. That's why it's so late. But is that a little bit better for the... Hopefully that's a little bit better. Rocket is fine. Somebody said, please check out Power Ledger. Let's go ahead and look at Power Ledger, guys. I've heard a lot about Power Ledger. And I don't mind pulling it up. Power. We haven't actually looked at this in a while. Beautiful. I love a chart like this. You know why I like a chart like this? Because look at this. You have this clear ground right over here. 5,276 Satoshis. And then you have this support level forming right around 6,388 Satoshis. It's slightly upward. You see that we see this little round circular pattern form, followed by this previous run up, a little bit of a consolidation, but now we're on top of the EMA line, about to start bouncing off of it, but not quite completely. What's cool about a graph like this is we're also in low price levels, so you can see all-time highs around 11,875 Satoshis, right now at 5,317. Here's something I do want to mention to you guys. This is important. So I think in 2018, I want to make you guys aware of this because I want you guys to know what I'm believing in right now. And this is something I'm going to talk about in the Patreon Night Owl tonight. If you are a Patreon, you guys are going to be able to talk to me about this and ask questions about it. But I personally have a feeling that in 2018, we're going to start seeing a lot of these coins that have had some success starting to phase out of the game. And we're going to see a lot more of these coins that have actual use cases starting to enter the game. And what I mean by that is, out of all the coins listed here on CoinMarketCap, I believe that we're going to start seeing coins like Ripple, we're going to start seeing coins like Ethereum that are being used on a constant daily basis and being used efficiently, because you can argue that Bitcoin is being used, but Bitcoin is not being used as efficiently, in my opinion, as coins like ETH and XRP, where Ethereum, you're actually building platforms on top of the Ethereum blockchain. Not only that, Ripple, you're actually being almost like an investor in this company that does banking transactions. And I actually mentioned this before in my stream. I said, if I can see Ripple's market cap heading towards 100 billion and it has all that liquidity, that's going to be extremely attractive for banks to start using the XRP token. So if you guys don't know about XRP, what's happening right now is XRP is partnering with a lot of banks, but a lot of them aren't using their token. And what I mean by that is they're using the Ripple net, which is their blockchain, but not the token itself. And I believe it's because of liquidity reasons. The banks, they want to see that it has more value. And at $100 billion, that's definitely going to be extremely stout and attractive to other banking institutions to utilize Ripple in their services on a daily basis and then actually use their coin itself. And if they start using the coin, that could definitely increase the market cap. And Ripple wants to have liquidity. They want to make sure their market cap is high. You know, it's an important part of their business model, being that they're working with banks. It's almost like insurance. It's a fire hose, you know, just in case. So that's what I'm really seeing here. Another coin I'm really watching is EOS. EOS, in my opinion, is extremely undervalued. I'm actually going to be putting in some positions heavily into EOS, and I'll tell you exactly why here. EOS, in my opinion, is extremely advanced. I love the technology behind it, and as a long-term investment for me, I can definitely see myself putting in some funds here, and I'm really excited to actually make a position while it's at these levels, because we're still at these low levels. I feel like not a lot of people are really watching this coin, but you can see we can find some clear support levels here right around 5,600 55,000 Satoshis. And then we're finding this resistance here right around 58,000 Satoshis. So we are forming this channel. Overall, prices are low as well. You can see there was an all-time high here around 72,000 Satoshis, but now we're still around 58,000. And what I like most about this coin is the technology behind it. It's a coin that I've done my research on. I've understood what their mission and their goal is, and I believe it's an Ethereum on steroids. Ethereum has been a great platform to really start the evolution of smart contract blockchain solutions. However, I think EOS is Ethereum on steroids. You know, it's definitely going to start seeing more adoption based upon the speed of their network and what type of capabilities that you can have on EOS versus Ethereum. So I feel like coins like this are undervalued. I feel like coins like this, people don't understand the technology behind it. They don't do their due diligence upon it, and then they end up missing out on something that can definitely potentially help them increase their profits within their portfolio. So Chris said, go EOS. EOS will hit $50 2018. Yes. Skyline said EOS ETH 2.0. Client, he said EOS hasn't shown anything working yet. I agree, but what they're working on is what's great about them, and they have a great team behind everything. Young Man Lee said EOS is going to the moon. Mr. Smith, Ripple can be replaced by another company easily. It depends how you look at that, Mr. Smith. You have to understand that Ripple has a working technology. It's being adopted by over 200 banks already. 70% of Japanese transactions touch the Ripple net. So do I see it being replaced soon? I don't think so. I mean, it really means, I mean, you got to think of it like this. There's some, if you were to create a phone right now and it's, 10 times faster than an iPhone, a lot nicer than an iPhone, doesn't mean you're going to sell more than the iPhone. I'll give you an example right now, guys. Let's take a quick poll on the YouTube chat, by the way. And what's cool is I can actually see the YouTube chat loud and clear. So here's my question to you guys. If you were to have a McDonald's, right, at the end of your street, and then you decided to open up your own hamburger shop across the street, and your goal is to just sell hamburgers, right? Who here can make a better hamburger than McDonald's? Say I, if you think you can make a better hamburger than McDonald's. Let's see what they say. Wade Miller said, I have an iPhone, yes. Jacquaz, what's up, Jacquaz? Sean said I. Cody said I. Steven said I. Justin said I. Rick Murta said I. Mason said everyone can. Sean M said I. So obviously you can. So you can make a better hamburger, but who do you think at the end of the year is going to have more profits? You or the McDonald's across the street? Raphael said I. Gideon, he understands the concept, which is good. Client said my wife can't. Sean said McDonald's. Raphael said Mickey D's. Raphael said Mick Dickies. Jay said McDonald's. So somebody said I. Mickey D wins, billion served. I agree. So that's the concept. So when you say Ripple is going to be taken over by another company, well, or you didn't say that. You said banks can easily replace Ripple. That's kind of a bold statement, in my opinion. I mean, there's definitely a chance, but is it going to happen? It's like if you're going to have a hamburger shop across the street, you're going to sell more than McDonald's. It's a possibility, but is it likely? Probably not. So hopefully that shines some light within that topic. And now we're going to take some requests here on our Discord, guys. If you guys want to do something too, by the way, we actually have this area here called graphic competition. And I actually posted our Sniper's Tube logo right over here. If you go up here, I also posted the AI file, which is the After Effects file or the Illustrator file. And I'm looking for somebody to just kind of redo and revamp this logo. If all you can do is actually just color the background a little bit more bolder and shinier, kind of like the Google Chrome logo where it's modern, but just keeping this whole pattern, that would be ideal and awesome. And keeping everything pretty much the same other than the colors, just making them a little bit more brighter and nicer. That would be awesome. If you could just PM me that on Discord, that would be great, guys. Somebody said this is some good S. Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and pull up these requests, guys. So Jet Cali said thoughts on Substratum. I think Substratum has a great goal in mind. They want to modernize the web, right? They want to be the decentralized internet. They have this huge goal in mind, but are they going to accomplish it? Definitely possible. Let's go ahead and pull up Substratum here. Look at the coin market cap here. Negative 1.5. We're up on BTC Satoshis. Wow, we formed some support levels, which is good. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So if we pull this chart up, we'll do sub BTC. what you can see here is there is some support being formed. Looks like we are finding support right around 7,600 Satoshis, and looks like there's some clear resistance levels. This is what I love about this chart, guys. Check this out. 8,379 is the clear resistance level here. All you got to do with this type of pattern is watch the channel, see where the breakout occurs. Once the breakout occurs, make a buy order. If it breaks out now downwards, wait for it to hit support. The next resistance, or I'm sorry, the next support line is right around 5,000 Satoshis. So if it does break down, it may start heading back towards this, and then you can start forming your next position based upon where it starts forming new support. Whether that's going to be where it found previous support, we don't know. But I believe this may start breaking out upwards, being the fact that altcoins are going to see a lot more money coming into the market cap in 2018 as Bitcoin loses its BTC dominance. And that's just what I'm believing. I think Bitcoin's dominance might start heading towards 25 to 20% in 2018, at least in the beginning. So let's go ahead and take some Discord requests, guys. Yuham said salt cup and handle. Interesting, man. We already pulled up salt, but thank you so much for the super chat. What I do want to mention, though, we are doing our night owl tonight, guys, and it's going to be Patreon only. So all you got to do is go to our Patreon chat on the top here and go to Patreon Voice 1, and we'll be doing our night owl there. So that's pretty much where we get together. We kind of go through an uncensored version of this live stream where there's more two-way communication. You guys can ask me questions. If you just want to listen in, you can just listen in. It's really up to you guys how you guys want to handle yourself with our night owls. But I hope you guys like this new equipment. I mean, we're going to start honing in on these live streams. This was the first time that we started using it as a test run. That's what we did a little bit later at night. But we're definitely going to start ensuring that these live streams are at the top-notch quality that they can be in. So somebody said, okay, let's pull up this really quick, actually. We'll take some requests here on Discord. Pull up the request tab. All right. Someone blocked this guy. Who do you want us to block? Oh, Friesen. Okay. This is Litecoin a descending triangle. Let's pull up Litecoin, get this out of the way for him. Maybe he'll be satisfied. So, is this a descending triangle? No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, not right now. I mean, this was a descending triangle back here, but this isn't. I mean, we're just forming a channel right now. If you're looking at the USD chart, it might look different. So, Raul said, this is great. Thank you. You're very welcome, brother. Thank you, guys. But yeah, we'll take one more request and start heading towards our night owl, guys. I wanted to end this kind of short. This was meant to be a short live stream today. I didn't want to take up too much of your time. But more importantly, we just wanted to test out equipment to ensure our future live streams are going to be of top-notch quality, and we're going to make sure that that is going to continue on throughout 2018. So we'll take a couple more requests here, guys. Somebody said Quantum. I am going to be investing in Quantum too, so I'll pull that up. I'll show you guys exactly why I like this chart, and this will be in 2018. So Quantum is now testing its resistance around 388,000 Satoshis. Why I like Quantum is the technology as a long-term investment for me. It's something that I would definitely research if I were you guys. I think it can certainly surpass coins like Neo in the marketplace that it proceeds in. But not only that, it is testing these resistance levels. If it does break out of this resistance, then I am planning to purchase a little bit more in my position, as I've already purchased a position at a different price level as I was building my portfolio. So I would say at this point, it's a matured chart. We're at these resistance levels. Just wait for this to break out, get confirmation, make your buy orders, and you'll be set to go. This is an investment advice once again, guys. This is just my perspective to give you guys a little bit more of an insight on how I'm trading and what I'm doing. So yes, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let's see, where are you guys all from? Let's see what countries we have on the live stream today. I'm interested to see that. Do we have anybody from Bulgaria? Anybody from Russia? Let's see. Sean M said, love you. Love you too, man. Rick said, thanks, brother. You're welcome, man. Magnet said Romania. Brent said Colombia, USA, South Africa. I'm from India. Siddhartha, good to have you. Rick, Pedro, Michael, good to have you. Nick, good to have you. Good to have you. Breeze and Cheese, good to have you. Mats, Sapa Papa, Alan, Archer, Stephen, Wait, good to have you. Justin Rogers, Wade Miller, Adrian Lewis, nice name, man. Akhil, I'm sorry. Let's see, Kevin Rowans, Germany, wow. Hub from Croatia, Chris. Somebody says Cuba, Cyprus, nice. Kurdistan, England, India, Atlanta, Amsterdam, San Diego. Good to have you, Andrew. Got to come out visit. India once again, Canada, Australia, Panama, Egypt, wow. Houston, Texas, there you go, Michael. You're a Cowboys fan, aren't you? That's Dallas. India, Nutchland. Awesome, guys. We have people from all over the world. Did you guys enjoy this stream? Do you guys like the quality? What do you guys like most about this new stream? Is it the quality of the video, quality of the webcam, overall quality, the crazy music at the beginning? What's your favorite part? I would love to hear that from you guys. And shout out to Marcus Wilter and Stephen Lee for becoming new Patreons. Thank you so much, guys. That truly means a lot. And we are doing a Patreon-only night owl. So we're not ending this tonight. We're actually going to be heading over to our Discord. This is a free resource. It's actually, the link is in the description. It's a mobile version. There's a desktop version, a web version. And you can actually go into Trading 101 and look at all the patterns we looked at today. We actually built this whole reference guide for you guys. This whole community is open and free. If you want to talk about any coins, you can go on this left-hand side. Talk about coins, Verge, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple. Ripple's chat is always popping. And then we also have these voice chats that are constantly going throughout the day and night. But tonight we're going to be under the Patreon exclusive chat. So if you guys are Patreons, go to Patreon Voice 1. If you guys don't know how to link your Patreon to your Discord, just Google it. There is a tutorial on how to do that. It should automatically assign you that role and allow you inside of our Patreon Voice. But we're going to be talking about a little bit about my portfolio heading into 2018, but I was going to plan to do separate live call for that one. Everything is recorded if you are a VIP member, so to become a Patreon, link is in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let's go ahead and look at what you guys said in terms of feedback. I definitely want to hear that. Somebody said, that's hilarious. So you guys obviously have great feedback here. Somebody said your presentation, technical analysis, awesome. Do you show video on your night owl? No, not video. We just do mics. What's it called? Discord. Your views, awesome. Nice video, bro. Awesome, guys. The logo on the top right should be placed somewhere else. I can't see the symbols on TradingView. All right, we'll change that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna change. That's the reason for doing this test run. I want to make sure everything is done right and accurately. So we'll post this right over here. All right. Really, really clean. Thank you, Ralphie. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I've been setting this stuff up all day. But I'm glad we got this live stream. I wanted to see you. Love from India. Thank you, brother. Thank you, guys. Awesome. Really, really clean. Easy to read. Nice cam quality. Awesome. So I'll see you guys at the Night Owl. Pack said it's been great. You rock, bro. Thank you, guys. Awesome. Hey, love that you are up as late as I am, Naeem. That's awesome, Ian. All right, guys. Good to have you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know this was a little bit short. We're all heading to Discord under Patreon Voice 1. If you're not a Patreon, the link is in the description below. I think you can get in for under like $1 or $2. So it's really low cost. There are some other options as well and some other rewards. So I'd love to see you guys there. But thank you so much for all the support. Tomorrow, we're going to have an awesome live stream because we're all set up already. Now we can just full on bang it out. So thank you guys for tuning in. Late night with Naeem. And once again, snipers. Hey, if you guys want to submit your video, by the way, we had our first submission today. If you go to Discord under opportunity here, you guys can see how to submit your video, all the criteria we're looking for. And you guys can post your video on this channel as well, gain some exposure for you guys. So yes, take care, guys. Chris Fisk said snipers out. Yep, Chris, you're right. Snipers out. Thank you, guys. Have a great, great time.